exercise restraint when showing your great power to the Scourge.
The Lich King stirs in the north. An undead army follows his command, marching across Northrend and spreading blight wherever they tread. We need you to stop them, hero.
Good day to you. See you around.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
The Lich King stirs in the north. An undead army follows his command, marching across Northrend and spreading blight wherever they tread. We need you to stop them, hero.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
Welcome to Northrend, hero. I have been asked to arrange travel for you to Dalaran so that you can meet with our allies there. Ride the Griffin to Dalaran, and once you land, make your way to Arnnair, a hero's welcome. Find Isarami Fairwind and speak with her immediately. She can help you bind your Hearthstone to the city so you can use the Silver Enclave's portal to travel back to Stormwind quickly.
Light bless you. Need help? Be careful.
Hello. Farewell.
Welcome to Dalaran. This inn is part of the Silver Enclave, the headquarters of the official Alliance presence in our city. Don't forget to bind your Hearthstone here for easy travel to the city and access to the portal to Stormwind next door.
Be careful.
How may I help?
Hello, traveler. You may or may not be aware that we Kyrin Tor moved our city here to Northrend. No longer does Dalaran sit under its protective dome on the shores of Lordamer Lake. Now the city magically floats above the Crystal Song Forest. We believe you to be ready for your journey to the city. Speak with me again, and I will cast a spell of teleportation to transport you there. When you arrive, seek out Archmage Cylindra and give her my signet as proof that we spoke.
Be careful. Greetings. Till next we meet.
You need something?
Greetings, adventurer.
Safe travels.
Welcome to Dalaran. I'll see to it that the ring is returned.
Light bless you.
Just in case you don't already, you can use the crystal on the platform behind me to teleport to the Violet Stand in Crystal Song Forest beneath Dalaran. Correspondingly, you can use the crystal at the stand below to return to the chamber above me. I would like for you to do this now.
Farewell. Greetings.
Excellent, hero. Now, you know the way to get down to Crystal Song Forest, and also how to return.
Be careful.
Well met.
Greetings, Wanderer. I am Garen of Dalaran. Not long ago, the Rift was a peaceful place. Geothermally speaking at least. Recently, though, earthquakes have occurred with alarming frequency and scars in the earth have appeared. Unique energy fields of chaotic power. My mission here is to chart and monitor these anomalies. My instruments indicate that another has appeared on the cliff face to the southwest. Take this device with you and use it when you locate the new disruption.
For the Alliance. Greetings.
Greetings, adventurer. I am Donathan, a loyal representative of Dalaran. Forgive my abruptness, but we find ourselves in the midst of a crisis. Mages all across Azeroth are being abducted, and I have been authorized to conscript anyone able to assist in the unraveling of this mystery. The camp just south of ours is where our investigation begins. I call upon you to rescue one of the imprisoned mages held there. You must obtain a key from one of the mage hunters and use it to open an arcane prison.
Go with honor, friend.
I must get closer.
Need assistance?
Need help?
You have done well, hero. The Kirin Tor graciously accept the assistance you have rendered. Know that any service you provide us will not go unrewarded. Please, Accept this humble offering as a token of Dalaran's appreciation.
Light bless you.
Traveler, we have a situation. I've just learned that one of our archmages en route from Dalaran has gone missing. Naturally, we suspect the mage hunters are behind her disappearance. Time is clearly of the essence. We must know what has become of Lady Evanna at once, if we are to have any hope of rescuing her. Take this device, return to Beryl Point, and use it on a Beryl sorcerer when he is near death. It should bind him long enough for you to bring him here for questioning.
Be careful. What can I do for you?
Fascinating. This is the largest disruption yet, though the worst is yet to come, I fear.
For the Alliance.
Did you feel that? That was just an aftershock. You should have been here a few minutes ago. I'm afraid I must call upon your services again. My instruments indicate that there is an immense disruption just west of here, far beneath the water's surface. Just as before, I need you to take the Arcanometer and capture the anomaly's data. I'll cast a spell that will enable you to breathe underwater. If it wears off before you find it, come let me know, and I'll renew its effects.
Light bless you. King's honor, friend.
Excellent work, hero. We'll have him prepared for his interrogation at once.
For the Alliance.
Listen closely, adventurer, for there is not a moment to spare. Your prisoner is being prepared for interrogation here in our tower. In the event that he is less than forthcoming, your assistance may be required. Make your way up to where he is being detained and tell Librarian Normentis that I've sent you to assist him.
Be careful. Well met. Go with honor, friend.
It was how big? That's impossible. I need to report to Dalaran at once.
Be careful.
I need to compile my notes and prepare a presentation for my colleagues in Dalaran. While I do, I must ask that you visit the Winterfin cavern to the north. You must use the Arcanometer while standing in the mouth of the cavern. Return to me at once when you have the data. My documentation will be incomplete without it.
For the Alliance. Light be with you.
It was wise of Donathan to send you, hero. As it turns out, I am in need of someone outside the Kirin Tor.
Light bless you.
It is fortunate you're here, Wanderer. You see, the Kirin Tor Code of Conduct frowns upon our taking certain extreme measures, even in desperate times such as these. You, however, as an outsider, are not bound by such restrictions, and could take any steps necessary in the retrieval of information. Do what you must. We need to know where Lady Evena is being held at once. I'll just busy myself organizing these shells here. Oh, and here perhaps you'll find this old thing useful.
Go with honor, friend. Well met.
Excellent. It was crucial that we collect that intelligence. Well done, friend.
Be careful.
Thank you, traveler. The information you've is of vital importance to the Kirin Tor. Return at once to Donathan as we plans for the rescue of Lady Evena.
Light bless you. King's honor, friend.
Excellent. This completes my report. I'll be sure to mention your kindness to the Council, hero.
Go with honor, friend. Greetings.
Forgive me, hero. I know that was unpleasant work. Were it not for the desperation of our circumstance, I'd never have asked you to assist us in such a manner. So, what have you discovered?
For the Alliance.
So it's true. They have her. It's clear what must be done, Wanderer. She will be saved. I must remain here and aid in the rescue preparations. I call upon you again, this time to collect the prison key. All we know of this Sauron figure is that she cannot be harmed so long as her shield is intact. We've customized a special explosive that should strip her of this protection, allowing you to perform your duty. Return to me when you've collected the key. Hurry, traveler. Lady Evoker is suffering.
Go with honor, friend.
Too far away. What can I do for you?
Have you collected Sauron's key?
For the Alliance.
Broken? Let me have a look.
Light bless you.
Delays. Delays. The one thing we cannot afford right now. As much as I hate to disturb Lord Surastras, he is our only hope of saving our beloved Evoker. Bring him the key fragments and hope that his mood is favorable. Hurry, adventurer. Our assault team is waiting.
Be careful.
Dare approach me, mortal, for the sake of your unborn children. Pray that your cause is worthwhile.
The frivolous games you play here are of no consequence. You and your Dalaran allies pick at loose threads while the fabric of this world's future is being shredded. Still, this may provide my Drake some needed amusement. Show me this key.
The key is forged anew. Now heed my counsel, Queston. Succeed in your endeavor or die trying. For if a single scale falls from one of my drakes, I shall hold you personally accountable. Now, off with you.
Light be with you.
This is it. The key is ours.
Light bless you.
At last we attack. Once we've cleared the platform, I'll use the key. You are to ensure that Lady Evoker remains safe after her release. Hurry now. Let us be off.
Go with honor, friend.
Need help?
Your heroic efforts shall not be forgotten, hero. Please accept this with my sincere gratitude.
Go with honor, friend.
I'm aware of your recent deeds here, adventurer, and again I thank you. As for this local menace, we've learned all we need to know from them. They'll be dealt with in short order. On now to more important issues. Azeroth needs you. The region just west of here is the center of an urgent crisis. I'll leave the details to Lord Serastress. You must speak with him at once. Good luck, friend of Dalaran.
Be careful.
So, hero, we speak again. When you've heard my words, you may wish we had not.
I've been mindful of your efforts, mortal. Do not feign surprise. Surely you've felt my eye upon you. The time has come to peel back a layer of darkness from your mind. There are stark truths that you have grown ready to accept. Before hearing the tale, you shall be shown firsthand what we face. Put your affairs in order, traveler.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
Welcome to Coldarra, hero. Under the Transitor's shield, we lie hidden just a stone's throw from the Nexus, fortress of the great aspect Maligos and his blue dragonfly. Do make yourself comfortable.
For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend.
I had hoped that the Nexus's impact was limited to this region. Recently, though, reports have flooded in from all over us suggesting that geologic instability is growing exponentially. I need the Nexus monitored regularly as I work to develop a solution. I've placed sensitive instruments around Coldarra, disguised as Maligos' scrying orbs. One lies in the trench near the Nexus, and 3 are hidden in the structures around the valley's perimeter. Visit each, and return to me with their readings.
Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
It's become clear that the instability in the region has had an effect on its indigenous creatures. I've taken a particular interest in the glacial ancients and their recent adaptations. I suspect that their transformation into these magic-bound ancients may hold clues to our predicament here. For my studies, I'll need samples from both. Do hurry.
Be careful.
This is war, mortal, and we are the tip of the spear. Your little spats over land or currency pale in comparison to this conflict. We face the aspect Maligos and his entire blue dragonflight. All you need to know is that if he is victorious, this world shall be no more. We are but few here, and we fly against many. Our deaths are all but a certainty, and our ultimate success lies in merely delaying our enemy. Go now. Busy yourself while I decide what to do with you.
there.
Oh, what a relief it is to see a fresh face. I was beginning to feel we had been forsaken. Our supply lines were cut off days ago, and things have been looking, well, bleak. To be honest, this was a suicide mission to begin with, if you ask me. Maybe I'm simply not cut out for all of this violence, to say nothing of the bitter cold. I'd much rather be back in Dalaran studying ancient texts. To the point, our food supply is nearly spent. Please, gather what you can and bring it to me.
Safe travels. Hello.
Have you been able to find any food?
See you around.
Well, it's not much, but it should keep us alive for another day. I believe you'll find this to be a fair price for your efforts.
Have a good one.
Our existence here depends entirely upon staying hidden. Should the shield fail, even for a moment, Maliko's minions would have us. One of my responsibilities is to rejuvenate the War Mage's mana levels so their focus doesn't falter. With our supply lines lost, I've been forced to improvise. I could use your help, Traveler. Very near the Nexus, arcane serpents feast on the abundant magical energies. Once defeated, they will yield a mana essence that I can make use of.
See you later.
Alright, hero. Now that you've become familiar with the enemy, it's time for you to get to work. Our goals here are simple. We are to remain hidden from Malagos, observe his brood, and thwart his efforts wherever possible. To that end, I have a task for you. The Blues are laying their eggs at the base of the Nexus. Exposure to so much arcane energy will surely make them hatch sooner. And there's no telling what effect it will have on their spawn. I don't intend to find out. Slay the local Wyrmkin and use their frozen axes to break the eggs.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance?
This is worse than I expected. Maligos is channeling too much power to this place. If he's not stopped, Azeroth will be the next Outlands. Fortunately, I believe that I've engineered a temporary solution.
Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
Have you collected the samples I requested?
For the Alliance?
Yes, yes, these shall do nicely. Thank you, hero.
Light bless you.
I must get closer. I am out of range. I must get closer.
Good day to you. Safe travels.
Do you have the mana essences I asked for?
Have a good one.
Your service to Dalaran will not go unnoticed, hero. I hope you find this payment sufficient.
See you around.
It pains me to order the destruction of dragon eggs, enemy or no. May the ends of this war justify the means. The blues have begun to cover their drakes in mysterious runes. I must discover their significance.
Raziek pokes his hand with a spear and coats the tip with his blood.
Take this and use it on one of them. Wait for it to become subdued, then bring it here to me before it expires. Their hatchlings feed around the northwest edge of the valley.
Greetings. Light bless you.
Too far away.
The fate of these young drakes need not burden your conscience, hero. Maligos alone is accountable for this. I am working ceaselessly to discover the secrets of these runes. We shall take no more lives than we must. I sense a distinct peculiarity in the drakes here, but the meaning of the runes that cover their bodies still eludes me. Without a codex, it will take more time than we can afford for me to interpret them. Not far from here is a Kirin Tor traitor, Coldarra, who is likely to have a copy of the tome I require. His underlings hold the runes I will need for my translation. Hurry, mortal. Maligos gains strength with every passing moment. I need more drake hatchlings to continue researching the runes covering their bodies. They can be found around the northwest edge of the valley.
Raziek pokes his hand with a spear and coats the tip with his blood.
Take this and use it on one of them. Wait for it to become subdued, then bring it here to me before it expires.
I am out of range. Too far away.
The fate of these young drakes need not burden your conscience, hero. Maligos alone is accountable for this. I am working ceaselessly to discover the secrets of these runes. Rest assured, we shall take no more lives than we must. Hurry, mortal. Maligos gains strength with every passing moment. You have done well, hero. Let us hope for a clue that we can use against Maligos. What have you found, traveler? It was wise of you to bring this to me, hero.
Raeloras eyes the fragment and slowly nods.
If you truly desire to contribute to our efforts, no matter the risk, I shall share with you its meaning. You've discovered a fragment of a special prison, traveler. Maligos minions use similar prisons to hold their captured mages and other arcane entities, but this prison was constructed to hold something stronger, in hopes that the enemy of our enemy will prove to be a friend. You must search for the prison's remaining fragment. They are likely to be in the possession of Maligos' most trusted underlings.
How are you? See you later.
Greetings, traveler. Bond, might I impose on you for a favor? Korasrasa is the sister of Raeloras, the red dragon in charge of our outpost here. Against his will, she has ascended to one of the upper rings of the Nexus to observe some frighteningly powerful blue drakes. Though he will never say it, he worries about her and would welcome any news of her well-being. Please seek her out. Ask her to put her pride aside and send word to her brother.
Have a good one.
It's quite presumptuous of you to interfere in the personal affairs of a dragon, don't you think, hero? That aside, it would be wrong of me not to let my brother know that I am well. You may tell your meddling friend that I will keep my brother abreast of my actions. You possess the courage to draw so near to Maligos' lair, mortal? Or is it simply ignorance? Soon we shall know. I am a seasoned trainer of the graceful drakes of the Red Dragonflight. My business here is to study the enemy and teach my precious pets the tactics that will most effective when we, the master of the blues. To demonstrate your nerve and ability, I will allow you to ride one of my drakes against the enemy's minions. The opportunity is yours for the asking.
I must get closer. I am out of range. I do not have a target.
My Drake tells me that with practice you might become a capable combatant. Very well then, in the interest of our war on Maligos, I shall allow you to practice with my pets at your leisure. Make ready, hero, for he is a fierce and unforgiving opponent. Again we meet, Wanderer. I confess your presence is beginning to grow on me. Am I correct in assuming that you've come to hone your aerial combat skills? As always, my pets stand ready to bring fiery destruction to the enemy. Speak, and they shall be at your disposal.
too far away. I must get closer. I am out of range. I need to target something first.
I noticed some improvement today, hero. At moments it was as if you were one with the Drake. You are welcome to practice with my precious pets at your leisure.
Have you discovered any other pieces to the prison?
The pieces you've collected begin to glow brightly in Ryalora's hands.
It is done. I sense a strong presence within this prison. Let us hope it proves to be an ally.
I am free. I was destined to spend an eternity roaming an empty abyss, and now I'm saved. You cannot fathom my gratitude, mortal. When I refused to bend to his will, Maligos bound me to that prison, then shattered it and scattered the pieces. Should I live 100 of your lifetimes, I shall not forget this kindness. Perhaps, in time, I will find ways to repay you. For now, though, we must focus our attention on Maligos. I am weak, and there is much to be done. I need your help, adventurer. We cannot wait for me to regain my strength. I must rely on you to make our preparations. We cannot wait for me to regain my strength. I must rely on you to make our preparations. During my captivity, I was able to learn much about Maligos. Fate now allows us to use this knowledge against him. There's a great blue dragon, Saragossa, who circles high above the Nexus. She serves both as the Aspect's guardian and as his consort. If any serious threats arise, she alerts her master of the danger. I suffered greatly at the hand of Saragossa during my captivity, and now her time to die has come. First, however, we must fashion the perfect bait. Have you gathered the mana shards I require? Thank you, hero. I am drained from the effects of my confinement, and my strength is returning ever so slowly. I shall use the power from these crystals wisely. They are a byproduct of Malygos' malevolent schemes. With luck, they will play a part in his undoing. Using the mana crystals you provided, I have created this power focus. Saragossa is a glutton. She will be unable to resist its lure. Inside it lie magics that will greatly diminish her power. Let us hope she does not see through my ruse. Prepare yourself, traveler, and speak to me again when you are ready to face Saragossa. Saragossa must not be allowed to live. This world is a better place now that Saragossa is no more. But our work is not yet finished. The time has come to strike at Malygos himself. Malygos is certainly aware that something is amiss. I know him. His focus is fragmented. I am confident that I can lure him from the safety of his realm when he learns what has become of his precious Saragossa. Take me to Rael Oras at once, traveler. He must rouse every dragon he commands to face Malygos. You have news for me, traveler?
Word of Keristrassa's rescue has reached my ears. You are to be commended. I am eager to speak with her again. We owe this opportunity in great part to your efforts, traveler. It is only fitting that you initiate the attack on Malygos. Take this spark and use it to light the signal fire northwest of the Nexus. Keristrassa will direct you from there. We have dealt a blow to Malygos, but it has come at a high price.
Where there is life, there is hope. Treasure the gift you have been given.
Greetings. Together we will defend our world.
My faith in Marithra is
We need more
unflagging.
weapons in the fight against the Scourge. The natural properties of the Emerald Dragon Shrine to the southeast may be the answer. Any unliving creature, save those that Sylvanas has redeemed, that steps foot in the Dragon Shrine falls to dust. I want to test a theory, and I want you to be my instrument in doing so, young wanderer. Go to the Emerald Dragon Shrine and take the seeds from the Emerald Lashers therein.
We live in interesting times. Too far away. I do not have a target.
I am honored.
Izera sleeps in the Emerald Dream, watching over both the dream and Azera. But a horrible nightmare has taken hold in the dream, and now I fear that Izera is being affected by it. Recently, I asked her to aid in the fight against the Scourge that are raising frostworms at the other dragon shrines. She misunderstood. Instead, she told our dragon shrine's defenders to treat those not of the green dragonflight as enemies. I need you to slay some of the Sky Talons. The shrine must regain its balance.
Go in peace.
I am out of range. I must get closer.
Elune be with you. Do not regret the part that you played in the cycle of life. Birth, death, and rebirth are all part of the natural order. Elune like your birth. I can feel that the shrine is not completely back in balance. The Verdant Keeper has been angered by our actions, and I sense that he will not listen to reason. Alistros is an immense sky talon who perches at the south end of the Emerald Dragon Shrine. It is he who is in charge of the Dragon Shrine's aerial defenses. I fear that we will have to deal with him. Take these sky talon molds and place them on the ground where he can see them. He will come. Bring me his plume. May the stars guide you.
I am out of range.
What brings you here? Have you managed to deal with Alistros? Do not be afraid to ask your friends for assistance. In fact, given that the Verdant Keeper is very powerful, I recommend it. Goddess watch over you. Do not weep for Alistros. He has dedicated his eternal life to the defense of the Emerald Dragon Shrine and will be reborn. Hopefully, when he will not be gripped with the confusion of the Emerald Nightmare that, to have taken hold of the Dreamer. Asha Felah.
It is Lord Itharius.
And just
Thank
how
you
many
very
seeds
much.
have you managed to acquire thus far?
Do not sleep on the job.
Even
Unless
now
I
I
have
can feel the
explicitly
pulse of
asked you
nature
to
from
do
within
so.
these seeds. We must put them to good use.
Let your dreams guide you.
Since we only have 3 seeds, we must put them to the best possible use. Your targets are one of the reanimated frostworms, to the north near Galakron's Rest, to Agid the Vile in the ruined barracks at the Carrion Fields to the east, and Overseer Deathgaze at Jinthakalar, far to the northeast. While the seeds would outright destroy one of the lesser Scourge, they will greatly weaken these 3. Enough so, in fact, that you should be able to handle them on your own.
We live in interesting times. must get closer. I remain in service to the Green Dragonflight.
Just as I suspected all along. I shall have to attempt to contact Ysera and see if she approves. If she can be coaxed from her nightmare, of course. Thank you, hero. You have been indispensable.
Let your dreams guide you.
Need help?
The Scourge come. Corial Strask calls upon his allies in a futile attempt to their ruby dragon shrine, but it seems the good graces of the Red Flight extend to saving the shrines of the other flights. Surprised? I'm not. There's another of my brood who was left to clear our obsidian dragon shrine of the undead vermin that now infest it. Oh, it would too. Yourself more noble and righteous than Alexstrasza herself is a quick jaunt over there and a few swings of a blade. I'm amused.
Safe travels.
I'm trying to decide at which I'm more surprised. That you actually, to the aid of a black dragon, or that you're still in one piece, after speaking with Nellis. Her words drip venom, but I suppose Wyrmcrest can keep even our kind in check sometimes. Or perhaps it's just the armies of the Red Dragonflight that are massed around her. We will spare no one. Outside, lowly necrolytes and their skeletal servants shame my land with their presence. Slaughter them all. They're drawing power from the bones of my dead brothers. I have no love for the cult, but I'm baffled by their audacity. There will be no mercy shown for them. Not that I ever would have anyway. Ensure that they have no place to flee when the slaughter starts. Place a destructive ward at the end of the path leading out of the shrine, where the road starts to give way to snow. Defend it until it is fully charged.
Target something first.
Did they beg for their miserable lives? Weaklings. Excellent. When they begin to flee in fear, the ward shall be there to wish them a fond farewell. The cult of the damned has not come just to extract power from dead dragons. I suspect I know what they are up to, but I need you to prove me correct. I will grant you the guise of this dead necrolyte. Proceed to the back of the cave and confirm their intentions for being in this sacred place. I will watch through your eyes. Be cautious, traveler. Any damage done to you is likely to break the fragile illusion. We are the Black Dragonflight. We have reigned destruction on the lands of Azeroth for thousands of years. The decrepit cult of the damned worships death, and we shall be glad to oblige. The cave beyond was swarming with cult atrocities. There is only one way to deal with such creatures. You know what to do. I sensed a large accumulation of magic in the runes that we witnessed when you were scouting the cave. I will not have you toy with extracting the magic. Often the most straightforward solution is the most effective one. Destroy the runes, stamp them out, and ensure that the cult will not have access to whatever power that they've accumulated there.
I require a target. Too far away. I must get closer. Too far away. I am out of range. I do not have a target.
hearing their screams, watching the last life fade from their wretched bodies. It's invigorating, is it not? I relish it. Good. There is more to be done. With the cult's ranks thinned and some of their power stripped, it's time to strike at the source of the corruption. Northrend the Decaying is resurrecting black dragons as magma worms in the back of the cave. Go to the summoning chamber and cleanse the remaining bones in the only way that they will never be, with flame. Burning the bones will surely gain Northrend's attention. See to it that he is destroyed as well. The magic in this vial should see the task done. The bones of my brood have been spared this filth. You have served me well, and as such, you shall be awarded appropriately. You can leave now, Questant. Go tell Nalice she missed out on a good slaughter.
Hey there.
Oh, it's you. I had hoped Serenar would simply return himself once the task was done. I suppose he's distracted by something or another to kill. He's missing out on a gloriously messy battle. Are you still here? I'm done with you.
See you around.
A time storm at the Bronze Dragon Shrine to the northeast is keeping immortals from entering. The Infinite Dragonflight are in a fight inside, with the defenders to wrest control of the Dragon Shrine. We must take this opportunity to gain information. You are not immortal. You can cross into the Dragon Shrine and use the Hourglass of Eternity. Protect the Hourglass for long enough, and the leader of the Infinite Dragonflight should be revealed. Be warned, the Infinite Dragonflight will try to stop you.
Is this hello or goodbye? I keep losing track.
They say dragons can grow up to 50 feet, but I've never met one with more than 4.
You saw Nosdormu? That doesn't make any sense. Chromie thinks a moment about what you've said. Actually, that's great news. We had no idea of where or when the Lord of Time had gone to. We just knew that he had disappeared to deal with very important matters. So, even though the leader of the Infinite Dragonflight wasn't, you've discovered that Nosdormu, alive and well, and back against them. Oh, thank you, hero. I'll be seeing you soon.
It's so nice to see you.
There you are. Or were we just talking? Chromie, news is over the temporal possibilities. Anyway, the Infinites are after you. Well, not you per se. Rather, they're after the past version of you that defended the Hourglass of Eternity. You remember, right? That was you back then. Except it's you now, too. Wait, that's not important. What is important is that you back to the Bronze Dragon Shrine and defend yourself and the Hourglass from their attacks before you get from history.
Why, hello.
Can you believe there was a dragon living in Stormwind and nobody realized it? You'd think the smell of sulfur would get in our way.
Oh my goodness, you made it. I was uncertain. You flickered in and out of the time stream there for a moment during the fight. I thought for sure that we'd lost you. But here you are safe and sound. With your past self rescued, on the other side of the time loop you were in. You're quite the temporal hero.
Haven't we done this before?
Hey there.
Archmage Berinand is the Kirin Tor's foremost authority on Meligos. He spent his life studying the aspect and his behaviors. Recently, he loaned me his research on the Arcanomicron, some sort of map that Meligos is trying to assemble. I made the mistake of discussing it with a group of Horde adventurers while they were restocking their goods here. And now it's gone. It must have been them, adventurer. Please, follow them into the Nexus and recover the book before Berinand comes to recover it.
Have a good one. You need something?
I've determined the cause of the instability. Azeroth's ley lines are being redirected to the Nexus. It's fascinating. If only I could spend the remainder of my days studying this anomaly. Sadly, I must focus on the immediate crisis. The influx of arcane energies is tearing a rift between dimensions, deep inside the Nexus. The fabric of our universe is being weakened. I cannot stop it, but I've discovered a way to slow it down. Take this into the Nexus and activate it near the forming rift.
See you around. Good day to you.
Though we may be witnessing the end of our existence, I can't help but marvel. I've learned more in my short time here than in decades of studies. These ancients are being exposed to incredible levels of arcane energy. It's literally transforming them into something different. I'm confident that there's another stage in their metamorphosis. I'll need you to actually enter the Nexus, Traveler, and find me some evidence of their final state.
Safe
Do
travels.
be careful.
Hello.
Meligos has taken Kiristrasa to serve as his consort. Unthinkable. She'll never cooperate willingly, but Meligos is a powerful aspect and will eventually bend her will. This cannot come to pass, Traveler. I refuse to allow her to suffer this indignity. You must enter the Nexus and do whatever is required to spare her this fate.
See you later.
I must get closer.
Know what they say about curiosity. There's plenty of meat to go around. You know what they say about curiosity. Now to finish the job.
first.
You need something?
The crystalline ancients. Do they exist?
Have a good one.
Fascinating. And they're aggressive too, you say? That would suggest that some intelligence is behind this manipulation. It may not be natural at all. Please,
See you
hero,
later.
accept this as a token of our gratitude for your efforts. Dalaran will
Good
hear
day
of your
to you.
service.
Please, traveler, tell me you found Baronin's research.
Safe travels.
You found it? Yes, yes. It's all here. Please, take this with my gratitude. And if it's not too much to ask, it would be better for me if Baronin never learned
See you
this.
around. Hey there.
Have you been to the rift in the Nexus?
See you later.
Excellent work, hero. The tremors have already begun to subside. With any luck, your efforts have granted us sufficient time to find a way to thwart Malygos' efforts.
See you around.
Preserve? Why? There's no truth in it. No, no, no. Only in the taking. I see it now. Preserve me.
How are you?
So, it is done then. Our kind shall never forget the sacrifice Keristrasa has made for this cause, nor shall we forget the part you have played, hero. May this tragic event serve to further steel our resolve against the threat we face. On behalf of the Red Dragonflight, please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude.
Safe travels.
The battle goes on, adventurer. Somehow we have managed to avoid detection and continue our attempts to frustrate Malygos' schemes. This, though, is where the good news ends and the bad begins. Our best efforts have had little or no effect. Malygos and his underlings grow stronger with power passing. Now, our latest assault team has been captured and is being held in the Oculus. We must attempt to rescue. Belgaristras and his companions are invaluable to our cause. Can we count on you, adventurer?
Prisoners shall escape. The word of Malagos is law. None shall escape. It is too late to run. Goes on.
Intruders, your victory will be short-lived. I am Commander Varus Cloudstrider. My drakes control the skies and protect this conduit. I will see to it personally that the Oculus does not fall into your hands.
Farewell.
Hey!
Be seeing you.
How are you? Safe travels.
Listen well, hero. Your work here has just begun.
Have a good one.
Please accept our gratitude, Wanderer. You and your friends have succeeded where we had failed. You have bested Drekos. From here, however, it will take our combined efforts to proceed. Above us, Varus hides behind an impenetrable shield. To reach him, you must defeat the centrifuge constructs that power his shield. That is where my friends and I come in. We each can provide you with drakes from our respective flights. Only with the help of these drakes will you be able to expose Varus.
Can I help you? Off and away.
Mercy! Strike now! Obliterate them! Take no prisoners! Attack!
It is as I had hoped, hero. We work well together. May our continued cooperation be enough to overcome the challenges that yet await. Only one obstacle stands between us and our ultimate goal here, adventurer. His name is Wyrm. Above us, guarding the third ring, he awaits us. Beware his powerful conjurings, friend. He is a frightful opponent, certain to challenge your prowess. Bring him down. Make him pay for his treacherous allegiance to the enemy.
I am out of range.
Still you cling to misguided principles. If you survive, you'll find me in the center ring. Poor blind fools!
Simpletons! You cannot comprehend the forces you have set in motion. The ley line conduit will not be disrupted. Your defeat shall be absolute!
Victory is in reach, friend. Focus, for now comes the true test. time has come to face Erigos, friend. He is cunning and strong, one of Maligos' most trusted minions. He draws strength from the energies he is, with defending, sipping from the well of the great aspect himself. This shall not be easy. However, defeating the Mage Lord has allowed us to unlock the full power of our drakes. Their skills shall be at your command. Use them wisely and Erigos shall surely fall. Should you succeed, return to Raeloras and inform him of our victory.
You brash interlopers are out of your element. I will ground you, and your dragon allies have won this battle. But we will win the Nexus war.
Raeloras listens intently to your report.
Hero, this is most welcome news. Not since the onset of this conflict have we dealt a blow of this magnitude to the Lord of Magic. Please, friend, accept the gratitude of our unified dragonflights.
My patience has reached its limit. I will
Too
be
far
rid of
away.
you. End your lives quickly, but you have proven more resilient than I anticipated. Nonetheless, your efforts are in vain. It is you reckless, careless mortals who are to blame for this war. I do what I must, and if it means your extinction, then so be it! If you intend to reclaim Azeroth's magic, then you shall have it. Now your benefactors make their appearance, but they are too late. The powers contained here are sufficient to destroy the world 10 times over. What do you think they will do to you? destroy everything. My sister, what have you...
I did what I had to, brother. You gave me no alternative. And so ends the Nexus War. This resolution pains me deeply, but the destruction, the monumental loss of life had to end. Regardless of Malagos's recent transgressions, I will mourn his loss. He was once a guardian, a protector. This day, one of the world's mightiest has fallen. The Red Dragonflight will take on the burden of mending the devastation wrought on Azeroth. Return home to your people and rest. Tomorrow will bring you new challenges, and you must be ready to face them. Life goes on.
This party's enthusiasm is admirable, but I hope it does not blind her to the dangers awaiting us in the Dragon Isles. Regardless, the Obsidian Warders are duty-bound to protect the expedition. I must speak with Rathian and the Lord Commander about the mission ahead. My fellow Dracthyr are exploring the city. Seek out their vision, my trusted lieutenant, and inform her that we are to rally at the docks. She will relay my orders to the rest.
Welcome to our makeshift training range. I trust we are not disturbing anyone up here. I've instructed the warders to be very careful to keep blasts of magic from falling down below.
Remain steadfast. The Dracthyr, stand ready.
I'm pleased the Dracthyr are coming with us. Can't wait to challenge that Scala commander to a Haroon old Wildfeather. My griffin will best his leathery old wings any day.